In a recent episode of the Club Shay Shay podcast, Katt Williams, the quick-witted comedian, shed light on Diddy's alleged partying habit and made some shocking revelation to music mogul. The terms "got the receipts" in Williams' statement added weight to his claim, suggesting there's tangible evidence.
Do you know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my pee in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, there's 3 other black guys on there. Woo. Huh.
So you wonder what they did to get there?
I told him no. What y'all do? Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did.
This revelation stirred speculation, especially in the light of Diddy's recent allegation involving Cassie, who filed a $30 million lawsuit accusing him of AB behavior and control over her career. Williams' assertion about having to tell Diddy no on certain occasions not only corroborated with the ongoing narrative but also added an intriguing angle to the discussion. Social media buzzed with fans sharing their interpretation and reaction to Williams' unfiltered commentary, making it a noteworthy moment in the ever-evolving landscape of celebrity news.
And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did.
Katt has kind of put it out there that Kevin is basically an industry plant, and he was basically ushered in to replace him because Katt wasn't willing to conform to everything that was happening in the industry, and Kevin Hart was. He was willing to play the game. So Katt claimed that Kevin was a puppet, and Kevin didn't like that at all. In fact, he lambasted him during his Breakfast Club interview a few years ago.
My frustration with Katt Williams comes from, you keep pointing at Hollywood. Hollywood this, the white man, this, and this. When do you take responsibility for your actions? You had the shot.
Katt was in that position at one point.
You were the guy. Yeah. You were set up to be the star. You didn't show up to work. You f***ed off promo shoots. You f***ed off your promo trips that they had set up for you. You became a risk to the studios, which is why the studios stopped f***ing with you.
Why was he a risk?
He chose drugs.
Oh, okay.
Take responsibility for what you chose and say, you know what? I gotta fix me, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna stand up for comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Katt did respond to some of what Kevin said here, and he even doubled down on the idea that Kevin was an industry plant who was given a TV show and a movie out the gate without making any real waves in comedy. At least this is what Katt Williams feels.
In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to L.A. and in his first year in L.A. he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is? He just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing? It did happen. For a 5-year period, every single movie that Kevin Hart did was a movie that had been on my desk that all I had said was, just, can we take some of this step and fetch it out? And then I can do it. Like, it don't need to be overtly homosexual because I'm not homosexual, right? It doesn't need that to be funny, right? Mm-hmm. And me saying that and them going, oh yeah, no problem. And then going to give it to this other guy and having him do it just like it was. And acting like I'm a bad person because I keep standing on my standard. But Kevin told you he wasn't gonna wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision. Duh. But you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you?
Things were all good, but Cedric, went on Club Shay Shay and he tried to downplay Katt again. And this is what made Katt upset.
Well, you and Katt, Katt say you stole one of his jokes.
Yeah, like, it was ridiculous. You know what I mean? It was like the idea of the joke that he was even talking about don't even match up with no timeline.
The idea what this brother is talking about, that joke is over 30 years old, close to 30-something years old. I did the Kings of Comedy in 1999. Probably had been doing that joke 6-7 years before that. I don't even know if Katt was doing comedy then.
Cedric told you when you asked him, did you steal Katt Williams' joke?
Yeah.
He said, it don't line up. Like, what doesn't line up? This is a televised joke that Mark Curry helped me punch up and get to the level that it was. Right, so he thought that I was just a no-name comedian and that he could take this joke and nobody would know.
Right.
The issue was that I had already done this particular joke on BET's Comic View twice.
Right.
1998, I'm doing this joke, it's on Comic View. Cedric comes to the Comedy Store. He watches me in the audience. He comes backstage. He tells me what a great job I did and how much he loves the joke. 2 years later, he's doing that as his last joke on the Kings of Comedy. And he's doing it verbatim. He's just changed my car into a spaceship. The truth don't need motivation. I'm just saying I can't let these dudes lie. Cedric's sitting here telling you why he ain't a movie star. He over here look like a walrus. You didn't say nothing. He can't even get his arms off his stomach sitting over here. Why I'm not a movie star. What?
Yellow Media Entertainment.